Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome along to the commentary coverage of the Premier League clash. It's the North London derby, Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal, and it's live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with the teams in the tunnel ahead of kickoff. You can see there, Son, the Spurs captain, leading out their side with Jorginho leading out Arsenal. It looks like Jorginho will be the Arsenal captain this afternoon. I'm Russ Vernon, and I'm going to be guiding you through the action this afternoon. I just want to send a speedy recovery out to Paul James, who was due to do this game alongside me this afternoon, with me alongside him, should I say. But due to illness, he is pulled out, so I'm flying solo this afternoon. Hopefully he can keep me company as we bring you the Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal match this afternoon. The teams are now onto the field of play, led out by the referee. I'll tell you all the officials are shortly in the lineups in a moment. But this one is a big game, if there ever was one. The North London derby is Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal, and it's from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as we get ready for kick-off as we bring you the teams. So with Tottenham Hotspur managed by Ange Postecoglou, who is the captain, who is the manager today. Is Vicario in goal for Spurs, Paulo Romero, Van de Ven and Udogie across the back. Is Kulusevski, Bentancur and James Maddison in the midfield. And then leading the line is Brennan Johnson, Dominic Solanke and Son Heung-min. On the bench for Spurs, Forster, Dragosin, Gray, Bergvall, Werner, Spence, Oliver, Saar and Davis. As for Arsenal, they're managed by Mikel Arteta. It's David Raya in goal for them. Across the back then for Arsenal this afternoon is Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel and Jurrien Timber. Keeping the places across the back. Two enforced changes for Arsenal. Jorginho is one of those enforced changes. He's playing alongside Thomas Partey in midfield. He comes in for the suspended Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli in for the injured Martin Odegaard. And then leading the line is Kai Havertz. On the bench then for Arsenal, Neto, Jesus, Kyrios, Sterling, Cabia, Carucci, Lewis Skelly, Nwaneri and Evan. Two changes then for Arsenal. Four changes for Spurs. Van de Ven, Bentancur, Solanke and Johnson in for Dragosin, Saar, Bissouma and Odegaard. The referee today then is from the Gold Coast in Australia, Jared Gillett. He is aged 37, assisted by Darren Cann and James Mannerin, with Rob Jones, the fourth official. And on VAR duty today is Stuart Atwell, and he's assisted by Konstantin Atagitis in the VAR booth at Stockley Park this afternoon. Should be a very good game then this afternoon, as we look forward to bringing you this one here on the commentary and all our partner channels as well. We're also live on the commentary too. JB Sports, Focus on Football, Storm FM are the YouTube channels, and also live on my very own personal Twitch channel this afternoon. That is Russ P. Vernon _92 to bring you this match between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal this afternoon. Very good evening, good afternoon then to Media, Radio, Jingles and Gaming, which says Russ and team. Important game for both sides, specifically Arsenal, if they want to win the title this year. Absolutely, my friend. Really good to have you along with us for the ride for this North London derby. Arsenal going into their huddle. They're defending the goal, which is some of their Arsenal fans housed behind it. Mikel Arteta, Ange Postecoglou, hugs, shake hands, have a little smile, and laughing at Joe just before kick-off. Postecoglou comes across and shakes hands of his Arsenal's backroom staff, same too with Arteta with the Tottenham backroom staff. The players are all set to go. The officials are all ready to go. The fans are ready to go. I'm ready to go. The game is almost ready to go then. Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal. Live. Yeah. Underway with Jorginho, who's got the captain's armband this afternoon to kick us off, and he drops it all the way back to David Raya, first touch for the Arsenal goalkeeper, who sends it long looking for the run of Kai Havertz. He breaks off with the Kai Saka on this right hand side, back to Ben White. Now there's Partey back towards White. He goes out for a throw to Arsenal. 16 seconds gone. Arsenal on the quick start here and wins an early corner. 20 seconds gone, and Arsenal have got the first corner of the game. Good piece of defending in there by Mickey van der Ven to head the ball behind after Kai Havertz almost broke into the penalty area from that Arsenal throw. Bukayo Saka, the Arsenal man, will come across to take this Arsenal corner, first corner of the game. Arsenal will look to score another goal. They got 22 goals from set pieces last season, hoping to add another one this season on already against Spurs, and see if we can do one here. As Havertz is inside the penalty area, so too Saliba, White, Gabriel in there too. So too Martinelli and Trossard. It flicks. Spurs just managed to head the ball away through Destiny Udogie, but it breaks for Jorginho towards Havertz, and Udogie will just clear the ball downfield and goes out of play. Does it? Or does he stay? No, it stays in, and Saliba has the ball back to David Raya, who kicks it forward, left-footed beast, one in the air by James Maddison. There is Solanke, who does well, and there's a Spurs man who's just gone down there. There's Dejan Kulusevski, who went down there and wins his side a free kick, which James Maddison will look to take. Plays it into Rodrigo Bentancur, and he'll find Maddison again. Quick free kick level from Maddison. Now Udogie back to Maddison, who will look to try and fetch this ball forward. And big game for both sides today. Spurs only one win this season, a loss and a draw. Arsenal a draw and 2 wins. So Arsenal going probably the better of the two sides so far in terms of league position and wins as well. As here is Christian Romero for Tottenham. Drops it back then to Vicario, now out to Destiny Udogie. Just manages to keep the ball in play on this near side of the left. Udogie coming forward into Youngmin's Son, who does a crossfield pass, looking for Brennan Johnson and finds the former Nottingham Forest man. Drops it back into Rodrigo Bentancur. Maddison links up with him, and now Bentancur has it once more. Here's Christian Romero. Spurs players from the goalkeeper Vicario inside the Arsenal half. Getting Arsenal back here as Van de Ven finds Romero down the line for Maddison, who come across that right hand side. Lovely crossing from Maddison. Comes all the way across to Youngminson at the back post. Still tries to keep the ball in play, and does. Looks to try and win the corner off of Ben White, but Ben White stands firm and does well to force some back to Udogie. Now into Van der Ven. Across now to Christian Romero inside the centre circle, just inside of the Arsenal half. And that's a poor pass. And Bukayo Saka's read it. And Arsenal can be away. If Saka can play this well, he does to Kai Havertz, who's onside. Havertz looks through crossfield pass towards Martinelli, but can't get there, and he fouls Pedro Porro, and Spurs win a free kick. 3.5 minutes gone. It's still Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0, and a fast-paced start to this North London derby this afternoon. It'll be a free kick to Spurs then. Mikel Arteta just looking out some instructions to his side as he'll be looking to keep a unbeaten run under Ange Postecoglou, the Arsenal boss, in this clash this afternoon. He has never lost to Ange Postecoglou. Mikel Arteta, 1 win and a draw for the Arsenal boss against his Spurs counterpart, as Thomas Partey trying to pick out Bukayo Saka, just pushed the ball out of play for a throw-in to Spurs. Here's James Maddison, who will try and fetch his ball forward for Spurs and finds Bentancur to help him out, and now Udogie has possession. Infield to Solanke, who does well here. Dominic Solanke, he can look to turn. He plays in towards Youngminson, and Maddison with the shot. Save there by David Raya. That's a fantastic save from David Raya. There was Kulusevski in there. Like, had the shot and fantastic play from Dominic Solanke. Does really well to our young Min Sun who pulls it back to Kulusevski. Then that's a fantastic effort. And a good save from David Raya to keep Arsenal in this game at the moment. 0-0 and first corner for Spurs. Maddison will take it. Sun's inside the penalty area. Then go up at the back post. David Raya comes and claims at the back post. So no, Spurs player can get there. He quickly balls the ball out looking. St. Martinelli on the way. But there's good piece of defensive play from Rodrigo Bentancur. And then Vicario sends Spurs back on the attack. Solanke wins the heading on the edge of the penalty area. Breaks for James Maddison. Now Udogie. Maddison again. Good start to this game from both Spurs and Arsenal so far. Remains 0-0, which was 6 minutes played. Udogie now has possession. Down this left-hand side he goes. Wonderful run from Udogie, but Saka back there well. Defending against him. Ben White helping out too as he goes out of play for a throw-in. As Maddison and Arteta just give each other an hug as he couldn't, as Arteta let the ball run through his legs. His son takes a throw in quickly to Maddison. Now there's Udogie who was pushed up for the field, so Smith to take that throw in a few moments ago. As now Cristian Romero brings the ball forward and finds Pedro Porro. Good bit of play between him and Johnson. And the winner corner between them. Gabriel Martinelli back there defending. That's not the way it wants to be. The Arsenal winger wants to be attacking Pedro Porro, not defending against Porro and Johnson. We'll go play from space to pen Arsenal back in at the moment. You can see Romero, Bentancur, Johnson, all inside the penalty area. Van der Venden's there too. Havertz says it away. On this one is Porro, back to Maddison. Maddison delivers a good ball in. Comes all the way through. Ray with the save. Comes towards Van der Ven at the back post. Van der Ven's there and he just nudges Partey out of the way. Free kick to Arsenal, which Thomas Partey will look to take. As David Ray just tells his Arsenal side just to calm down a little bit and take a bit of pressure off them. Fantastic ball in from Maddison. Good flick from Son initially to, and we're almost in there, the back person. This is a good bit of play from Spurs so far. Penning Arsenal into the back and winning those second balls. And here's Kulusevski. From Maddison back to Kulusevski inside the penalty area. Lands up a shot blocked. Ben White gets the ball away to Trossard, who picks out Havertz. Now Jorginho in the side today for the suspended Declan Rice. Now led to Gabriel Martinelli. And Martinelli does well. Drops the ball back to Jorginho. Gets the ball forward here. And Arsenal with Trossard trying to spread the play looking for Saka. Breaks now for Ben White. Back to the England man Saka now. England international Saka. Plays an E1-2 with Ben White. Saka low cross in. Cleared away by Porro at the back post. Comes out to Jorginho. Arsenal fans wanted him to shoot there. Nothing against it. Now Martinelli from Timber's pass. You're in Timber's pass. Well, then Timber's header back towards Martinelli. Goes out of play for a throw. And Spurs will just take a bit of time. Stop that pressure from the Arsenal attack. And just calm things down a little bit to the back. It remains Tottenham Hotspur 0, Arsenal 0 in the Premier League. 8.5 minutes played here in this North London derby. Fantastic start to the game. Spurs pinning Arsenal back in. Arsenal forced a way out and going to take advantage. And now here comes Udogie back on this left hand side to Son. What can Son do here now? He plays the ball infield. He takes the deflection and falls kindly for Spurs. And to go gets it back to Son. And now Romero just helps out. Here's Romero again. Maddison now picks up possession. Good ball into Son, who's coming off that left hand side, more central role. Comes back out towards this left hand side. Udogie just give the ball in play and finds Maddison. Here's Van der Ven. Bentancur. Now Porro. Now wide to Brennan Johnson. Johnson goes back to Romero. Spurs look to keep possession and make Arsenal do the running around and chasing the ball and chasing shadows potentially. His Son goes down under the challenge of Ben White and wins a free kick. Late challenge from Ben White. Thought he might have won the ball there, White. Said he won the ball there. Let's look at this replay. He doesn't win the ball. Ben White thought he won the ball. He doesn't. And it's a free kick in a crossing position for Spurs. 10 minutes gone here, still goalless. As he looks to get this ball into the penalty area. Madison stands over this. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. Bentancur coming across. Bentancur moves away again. So Madison will take. Romero, Van de Ven, Kulusevski, Solanke, Johnson all inside the penalty area. Some lurking on the edge. So to Bentancur on the edge as well. As Madison whips this ball in, so now goes into the penalty area. And Arsenal managed to clear as a 4 free kick from James Madison in the end as Doug gets it out and Arsenal have a throw which Saka will look to take, or will he leave it? And Ben White is trying to steal a few marches there and he's not going back to where he's supposed to at the moment. Ben White is. He has now, will he stay where he's supposed to? Ben White, where he take the throw from. No, but he throws it backwards to Saliba, back to David Raya to clear long downfield with his right foot. Havertz flicks on. And then pick out Saka with that flicked header on. And now it's Vicario to find Romero, who picks out Van de Ven. And Spurs will look to build from the back. Good start to the North London derby. Fast paced start. Slow down a little bit now. If you're tuning into us for the very first time today, very good afternoon to you wherever you are in the world. Russ and Vernon here with you, guiding you through the action as Spurs take on Arsenal in the Premier League as Johnson is fouled off the ball by Jurrien Timber, who's not happy here, and Jared Gillett was saying it was you, and she was asking, was it me? And he's saying yes, it was. And he wasn't happy there, to be fair with you. And here comes Bentancur to get this ball forward for Spurs. Here's Van de Ven, who can try and help him get the ball forward. He finds Son around the corner for Udogie. And Udogie can't get there, but he's penalised for handball. And a free kick to Arsenal has been given for the handball by left back Destiny Udogie. In the Premier League, it's Spurs 0, Arsenal 0 if you're just joining us. Very good afternoon to you if you're just tuning into us here on the Commentary Hub 2, JB Sports, Storm FM, Focus on Football, and also on my own personal Twitch channel as well. We'll keep you up to date we'll tell you about some F1 at half time. We'll give you some other scores at half time from the earlier games as Arsenal win a free kick, which Ben White will look to take quickly after a foul on William Saliba. He was calling for the ball back from Ben White, but will he find him? No, I think he will go forward here, Ben White. He won't go back to William Saliba. And in fact, he does go back to William Saliba eventually. He goes back to David Raya, and Arsenal from a free kick on the edge of this halfway line, just inside their own half. It's gone all the way back, and Spurs are pressing on them. And they can't seem to get out at the moment, Spurs. Arsenal against Spurs. Solanke, Madison closing down really, really well here. And Son helping out too. And Son nibbled the ball back. Race for Dominic Solanke. Can't line up, can't get a strike away. Trossard is away, but Kulusevski gets the ball and he's been given a free kick to Arsenal. Now I'm looking there, Solanke, if he'd got the shot away there, no, it could have been a problem for Arsenal. Trying to play out from the back. If he got the shot off first time, instead of taking an extra touch, which allows Saliba to nip in and win the ball back, as you can see, it would have been a lot clearer there as Arsenal coming forward now with Jurrien Timber. Inside the penalty, crossed in towards the back post, heading away to Porro, acrobatically clears up towards Solanke on halfway. Solanke goes down on the challenge of Saliba. And Saliba running away with the ball and not getting it back to Arsenal. And Saliba picks up the game's first yellow card here on 15 minutes for delaying the restart. William Saliba both for delaying the restart on 15 minutes, the first booking of this North London derby. Arsenal Sam Raheem Sterling on transfer deadline day wasn't going to be featuring at Chelsea if he'd stayed there under Enzo Maresca. So decided to switch from West London to North London and join Arsenal. Could make his Arsenal debut today in this North London derby. What a story it would be if he scores on his Arsenal debut in the North London derby, Raheem Sterling. And we'll be hoping if he gets the form back, he can find a way back into this game as a England plays back in the national team setup. As he missed out on the Euros, missed out on the Nations League openers because he wasn't playing any minutes. If he gets minutes between now and the October international break, whether that's Lee Cosley in charge of the new England boss, he could force his way back into the reckoning and join likes of Bukayo Saka in the England setup, and potentially Cole Palmer, who was in there as well. James Maddison will be looking to force his way back into the international reckoning as well, missed out on the Nations League 2. I think we've got too many good players in the midfield area and the forward areas now. As Trossard for Arsenal up against Pedro Porro, will try and get across into the penalty area. Timber's inside and he plays it through to Timber inside the penalty area. There's one within the other Timber. Shot is blocked. Son heads it away. Only as far as Saliba, who's being put under pressure by Dejan Kulusevski. And Kulusevski wins the ball back. But the referee has penalised Kulusevski for a free kick. And the referee, and he's not happy about that, Dejan Kulusevski. Neither is James Maddison. And Arsenal have a free kick, which Gabriel takes quickly and gets Martinelli away down the left-hand side. Away from Pedro Porro. Martinelli with the cross in. Alves is there, blocked on the line and saved by Vicario the second attempt. Fantastic block on the line. I think it was Cristiano Romero who got beyond Vicario there to block it on the line. And that's a good piece of defensive work there. You can see here, yes, it's Cristiano Romero. Blocks it on the line, on his chest. Wonderful piece of defending. He may have just struck his arm, but his arm's in a natural position there for me. As here's Heung-min Son. Gets the ball away. Now here comes Spurs. Pedro Porro coming forward. What can he do with possession now? He finds Rodrigo Bentancur going halfway. Across now to Destiny Udogie. Son turns away from White and does really well there, the South Korean. Son does well, holds up the play. Udogie joins in the attack. Udogie to Son. Maddison's there to Udogie. Well, going to play to Udogie, but kept all the possession Maddison and finds Romero instead. Bentancur just loses out. Solanke tries to buy back and win the ball back. There's our free kick. He's played no free kick given there. It was a 50-50 chance. Now Martinelli's breaking forward for Arsenal. Has to go back to Timber there, and that's a good bit of work from Arsenal. And Martinelli's in behind. He's got Saka in with him. He wants to square it. Gabriel Martinelli should have squared that. He really should have squared that instead of going alone. Vicario with the save was Martinelli really should have squared that for Saka, and that would have been 1-0 to Arsenal. Why wasn't he squaring the ball there? Here's Maddison though for Spurs. As Spurs were let off there. Maddison. Good ball through. Solanke does really, really well there, Dominic Solanke. Son drops the ball back to Udogie. Now Van der Ven. Romero. Back to Van der Ven again. Maddison, Van der Ven. Maddison once more. Oh, Spurs really let off there. We'll look at that chance again if we can soon on that brilliant bit of play from Gabriel Martinelli to gain behind. Last 5 shots, 2 for Spurs, 3 for Arsenal. So Arsenal growing into this game now. Here's Destiny Udogie. Back he goes now to Rodrigo Bentancur. And Spurs, when they've got possession, and just looking around well and trying to force an opening, not forcing things, just trying to work an opening rather than force one, as is Kulusevski does well. Johnson's outside of him and he finds Brennan Johnson. Porro there now. James Maddison. Porro. Romero. Maddison again. What can James Maddison do here? The ball through. Solanke. Bentancur. Johnson. Taking the penalty here, Brennan Johnson. Goes down on the side of the penalty. No penalty given. He's got back up to his feet, which is good to see. Not someone rolling around on the floor like some players do in the Premier League. Rodrigo Bentancur is here now. Finds Brennan Johnson. Finds Pedro Porro. Back he goes to Christian Romero. Maddison. Goes one way then the other. And one way again. Crossed in. Heads go up. And it's forced in! Well, the free kick has been given foul on David Raya by Dominic Solanke. The goal will not count for Spurs. Ball was whipped in. Solanke jumps on the cross. He comes off Raya onto Solanke's head into the back of the net. He may not have even crossed the line there. It looked like he did initially. Looking at the replay again, he may not have crossed the line. It remains 0-0. Adoge. All the way back to Vicario. And good play this from Spurs. Porro trying to get the ball out, and so too Van de Ven. And he's asking Adoge where was it there? He should have been out while we were playing it to. He wasn't. Also have a chief throwing. White for Saka. Comes off. Adoge there. This time he was better defensively there from Destiny Adoge. As we just look at this chance again, we see a Trossard came off from an offside position, so he probably wants to counter it. If that had gone in, Martinelli in behind, and why doesn't he square that there? He should have squared it. He doesn't even look where Saka is. He's looked up and he's going to that position and looked at where Vicario went and tried to bait him, but he should have really crossed it for Saka. Who's going to take this corner now, Bukayo Saka. Crossing in towards the penalty. Vicario punches clear. Out to Trossard, blocked. To Gabriel. Out wide to Saka again. Cross back in. Headed from Havertz. Saved by Vicario. And a comfortable save from Vicario. And he will look to try and get Spurs on the quick counter attack with a long punt downfield. Brace for Dejan Kulusevski. Arsenal work brilliantly there defensively to get the ball back and come forward themselves. We're entering game now as Spurs and Arsenal doing battle here. 23 minutes on the clock. Spurs 0, Arsenal 0 in the Premier League. Good game. Despite it being 0-0 so far, it's been a really good entertaining game this. In the Premier League. Saliba. Back to David Raya. And across now to Gabriel. Thomas Partey. Kai Havertz has possession. And this is a good bit of play this. And the crossfield ball into Ben White. And he runs harmlessly out of play for a throw-in. And it remains Spurs 0, Arsenal 0. Good start to the game. He started off really, really well, like an house on fire from Spurs. But then Arsenal have grown themselves back into the game. And it's become a more even contest. In the last 5 or so minutes, as Dominic Solanke wins his side a free kick. But the referee didn't. He went down Solanke there. The referee didn't put his whistle to his mouth. And then, as soon as Solanke put his hand on the ball, then put his whistle to his mouth. Ball just keeps in play here. And Spurs have possession with Rodrigo Bentancur. Maddison back into Bentancur again. Maddison once more. James Maddison will turn away and watch come forward. Goes to Van de Ven. No one was making a forward move for Maddison there. Here's Son now. Up against Bukayo Saka. 2 number 7's going to tread there. Back into James Maddison. Across now into the path of Rodrigo Bentancur. Now Christian Romero, Benton Kerr again. Mickey van der Ven, James Madison. Good ball into Porro. Back it goes now as Spurs look to come forward. Solanke, Kulusevski can't pick out Porro. Spurs win the ball back. There was no Arsenal players forward. In the last 10 minutes, 5 shots to Arsenal, 3 on target, none for Spurs. Arsenal in more territory so far. Spurs will look to try and change this now. Johnson, down the line, is a good ball in and saved by David Raya. Comfortable catch from Reyes from that cross. And Arsenal with Havertz will look to try and break. Kai Havertz was Mikhail Sekimura. Dogi nips in ahead of the England man and Destiny Dogi charging forward. Kulusevski takes over. Back it was Destiny Dogi onside. Dogi blocked by Gabriel, but the offside flag up against Destiny Dogi. And Arsenal will try and break now with Kai Havertz. Well, that's good defending from Mickey van der Ven. And Kulusevski now for Spurs. Good 1-2 with Solanke. Can't pick out Son. And then Saka goes down. Other chance of Dogi. And a free kick to Arsenal. And Destiny Dogi goes into the book. Here on 27 minutes. Well, 26 minutes and 17 seconds. It's the 27th minute of the game. And Destiny Dogi goes into the referee's no book. Spurs 0, Arsenal 0. Spurs white, dark blue, white, Arsenal black, all black for them. Here come Arsenal trying to play out from the back, but Spurs have won the ball back. Madison for Kulusevski. Kulusevski is fouled on the edge of the penalty area. No. Arsenal have got the ball back and it's William Saliba. Does really well to win the ball back and he charges forward. Picks out Leandro Trossard. Back towards Saliba with behind him is Van der Ven. Can charge forward. Arsenal have been caught out if we can wear this well here, Spurs. Youngmin's Son. Can he keep the ball in play here, Son? He can. Takes towards the penalty area. Madison. Good cross towards the back post. Solanke's there. Oh, just wide from Dominic Solanke. Oh, it's like gone the wrong side of the post there, and Ray was scrambling. I don't think Ray would have got that had he been on target. And Dominic Solanke was heads just wide of the post there. That's unlucky there from the former Bournemouth man. His head just bounced the wrong side of the post there. 27 coming up towards 28 minutes on the clock is Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. Solanke with the header just wide there for Spurs, and we're going to build up play there from Spurs to force that chance there. It remains Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. David Raya clears the ball downfield. Mickey van der Ven heads forward and he's out of play for a throw to Arsenal. As Ben White is just receiving a talking to here from his boss, Mikel Arteta, who's now giving some instructions to Saliba and to pass on to like Gabriel and Timber. Ben White there looking to take the throw for Arsenal. Looks to the foul throw there to me from Ben White. And back to Saliba. Now Raya. Wasn't punished by the referee though. And Havertz flicks it on. Martinelli in behind you. It was Kai Havertz. Good defensive way there from Spurs to get back. It was Benton Cole there. Now Romero nips in and comes out. It says Dejan Kulusevski away. He's got Brendan Johnson outside of him in the opposite that way. He does. Johnson on that right hand side. Into Benton Cole. Now across to Destiny Dogi towards this near side on the left. As Son Heung-min comes forward. Madison. Good player is Benton Cole again. Romero. Benton Cole just dropping short and looking for options. And this is what Spurs are doing. When they're getting the ball, they're looking for options just before the ball comes to them, so they know where the players are and know if there's anybody in space to pass to. As you see, Romero there has looked, knows in spaces, kept hold of the ball. and now played it out wide to Brennan Johnson. That's a good play from Christian Romero there, and Pedro Porro now with the good cross in towards Solanke. He breaks all the way to the back post, and Young-Min Son up against Ben White. Here's Adoge to Madison. James Madison back to Son. Will Son pull the ball into the penalty area? He does towards the back post. Nobody in there. And he goes all the way behind for a goal kick. 30 minutes gone into the final 15 minutes now. It's Tottenham Hotspur 0, Arsenal 0. And just see the ball in again from Son. Too much on that. And Johnson. So he was being penalised, being fouled there at the back post by Urian Timber. The referee, Jared Giller, didn't think so. I think he would have been a little bit soft had that been given. It remains Spurs 0, Arsenal 0 there. Good play as we see. Was that Steve Stone inside the... Yeah, Steve Stone there inside the crowd. Good to see Steve Stone looking well as here's Saka trying to break away for Arsenal. But Spurs with a dog, he just acts it clear. And Gabriel heads it back towards Raya. But Raya almost made a mistake of that. And Arsenal almost got caught out there. Trey was coming out towards the left and centre as the header came back towards him as Havertz turns away from Bentancur and then goes down. Rodrigo Bentancur is fouled and is penalised for that foul and goes into the referee's no book here, Rodrigo Bentancur. Free kick to Arsenal for the foul by Bentancur on Kai Havertz. Pushed him over there and he's trying to say it wasn't a foul and you can clearly see it was a push in the back from Rodrigo Bentancur. His third yellow card of the season for the Tottenham man. And it remains Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. Despite it being 0-0, it's been a quite entertaining game so far. Really good match-up between the two sides. And Spurs seem to be holding their own, really, against Arsenal. Arsenal yet to really threaten that much. Only really on the break. They've not really carved Spurs open that many times. But Spurs have yet to carve Arsenal open. Well, this could do it. Plus a pass from White to Martinelli. Back to Urian Timber. Timber back to Martinelli. Can he get across him? Back to Timber inside the penalty area now. Trying to get a low ball in. And that's good defending from Romero to pull the ball behind for an Arsenal corner. Timber staying up there from the back. Saka on the edge of the penalty area. Gabriel Saliba in there. Timber, White, Havertz, Partey, all gathering towards the back post. There's no one in the near and no one in the middle. And Ben White is watching this. Pass comes towards the near post. It comes all the way through. Just couldn't find. Timber just couldn't sort his body out to connect with it. And he's behind here for a goal kick. Good game so far. It remains 0-0 and fantastic start to the game here in the North London derby. If you're just tuning in for the very first time today, very good afternoon to you. We really do appreciate you tuning in. Wherever you're tuning in from, whether you're tuning in on Focus on Football, Commentary Up, JB Sports, Commentary Up 2, Storm FM, on my own personal Twitch channel this afternoon. Very good afternoon to you all. Also with another corner then, the Kaya Saka to take. From this near side, the left, you can see Gabriel there watching on. Romero there, talking to the referee for the two central defenders. And it remains 0-0. Madison trying to beat Ben White as a low ball and is cleared. And that was a poor corner from Saka. And David Reyes then is cleared away here by the Arsenal goalkeeper. Kulusevski wins the header. Breaks for Timber, who finds Partey. Now Leandro Trossard. 0-0 is the scoreline. Coming in towards the final 10 minutes of this first half. Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal at the minute of the last few moments. Martinelli breaks it towards the penalty area. But Spurs win the ball back as Bentancur gets it out wide to Kulusevski. Can't keep the ball in play, can he, Kulusevski? Can just. And he's a foul on Power it is. And the free kick has been given. And that should be a yellow card there for the Arsenal man. And it is going to be a yellow card here. And the fight's breaking out here now. I'm not sure who's got that yellow card there for Arsenal. I'm trying to add a tail to this in a moment. He's all kicking off here, still trying to separate the two players and separate the teams. And I think there's going to be a big FA fine coming here. There's going to be a number of yellow cards here, I think. I think Jurrien Timber has got the yellow card. Porro is down. Pedro Porro remains down. And VAR are checking something here. And Tottenham wanting a potential red card here for the Arsenal. And I think we've seen a yellow card brandished. So the referee brandished a yellow card. Trying to work out to that's two. Then all the match ball kicked off. Here, Porro remains down. Jurrien Timber here goes flying in. Doesn't win the ball. He's a free kick and Timber runs away with possession. So is Timber being put for the foul or for running away with the ball? Like kicking the ball away. Here. I think Jurrien Timber's been booked for Arsenal. He has a confirmation of that. Jurrien Timber yellow card there. 36th minute of the game. The VAR were checking for a potential red card there. As we see this again. Over top of the ball and he runs away with possession after the free kick has been given. And then Vicario gets involved, grabs hold of Vicario. Spurs players defend him. Saka comes in and attacks Vicario. And then everybody's trying to split each other up here. None of the players off here. Alves is trying to get involved. And Vicario, the Spurs goalkeeper, picks up a yellow card here on 38 minutes for his involvement in the fracas there, running up to Jurrien Timber. That's the third Spurs player booked in this game, and the second Arsenal player booked in this game as well. Jared Gillett, I think after a bit of thinking time, got everything caught out to us. We see this challenge again, and that could potentially be a red card. He went over the ball and stamped on his ankle there. I've seen them giving us a red card before. Only a yellow on this occasion, though. Spurs win themselves a throw-in. And it remains 0-0. 38 minutes on the clock in this game. As it's 0-0. Slanky wins the header on. Gabriel clears the ball away. Edged away this time by Udogie. Saka there now. Son nips in, clears it away. Throw for Arsenal. Ben White will look to take. If you're watching this game along and listening to us on the commentary, let us know what you thought of that challenge from Timber, who got a yellow card for his challenge and the fracas that happened afterwards. Spurs 0, Arsenal 0 is a scoreline in the Premier League. We've got another game. There's another game in the Premier League later. There's been a game in the Scottish Premiership this afternoon already. We'll run you through some of the scores from the other matches at full time. So I'm going to go for a break at half time to catch my breath back from this pulsating first half. Well, 39 minutes so far, but it's been a good start to the game. Both teams are going fairly well at it. Hammer and Tong. 0-0 is the scoreline here. We will have the Arsenal Champions League game on Thursday evening, brought to you here on the commentary and our partner channels. Make sure you stay tuned for that one. Confirmation of the commentator to come later in the week. We'll confirm it on our Twitter feed, or our X feed as it is now known as, Commentary Live 1. So we'll confirm who is on commentary for our Atalanta against Arsenal in midweek in the Champions League on Thursday. And next Sunday, it will have the big one, Man City against Arsenal. Corner then for Arsenal. We see Partey, Martinelli, Gabriel, Havertz, Saliba, White, all around the back post. And run towards the middle in the near now. Jorginho, it comes around the back for Martinelli, brings it down well. Kulusevski wins the ball back initially, but then Martinelli does well to keep all the possession. And he loses out this time to Destiny Udogie, who looks to clear away and he tries to race Martinelli. And Martinelli does well against Udogie to keep possession for Arsenal. Gabriel's there. He drops it back here to Jorginho. Saliba now has possession. Split out wide to this right hand side and Bukayo Saka. Saka attacks down the right hand side, cuts in field, flicks on towards Havertz, side penalty, breaks towards Saka and is pulled behind by Christian Romero. You know, he comes off of Havertz last and behind for a goal kick. Christian Romero just fastening his shoelaces here as next Sunday is the big one. Manchester City versus Arsenal. We'll have coverage of that one for you here on the commentary hub. Don't you worry about that. And I can tell you what VAR said regarding that challenge on by Jurrien Timber on Pedro Porro. Because VAR did check that for potential red card. And I'll tell you what they said next time we get a stoppage in play, which is right now. Just got information through here. It says the referee issued the yellow card to Timber for a challenge on Porro. VAR checked for a potential red card and confirmed the referee's call of no red card, deeming this was a reckless challenge and not serious foul play. So just the yellow card for Jurrien Timber. As White tries to play this ball towards the penalty area. There's Kulusevski and here comes Spurs charging forward. Pedro Porro, wonderful run. Picks out Brennan Johnson. Johnson inside the penalty in the front for Nottingham Forest man. Goes for goal. He's blocked by Jurrien Timber. Behind for a corner. And there's a good counter-attacking play there from Spurs. You see it in the winning back at halfway. Just there's a penalty, and then Pedro Porro with a surging run. Wonderful passing to Brennan Johnson, who tried to get a striker goal, blocked by Timber. Behind for the corner, which Madison has gone across to take. Solanke, Van de Ven, Udogie inside the penalty area. It's a poor one. Madison now has possession. Let's go. Let's go to back. And let's go back there, James Madison to Destiny Udogie. Madison again. It's a late challenge there by Jorginho. Advantage is played as Van de Ven has possession. Madison again was fouled there by Jorginho. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. Coming towards the end of this first half, and Arsenal just making Spurs wait for an opening and force them back here. That's good play from Havertz and Trossard. Long ball forward, breaks towards Dominic Solanke, who controls it well. Towards Kulusevski. Timber's there and will try and come forward. And it's out of play for a throw, which will be to Spurs. Pedro Porro will take it. Throw to Romero. And Spurs will try and come forward here as Rodrigo Bentancur has it inside the centre circle. That was halfway, Van de Ven across to Romero. Back across halfway to Mickey Van de Ven. And now Heung-min Son. What can the South Korean do here as he tries to play the ball forward? Let's go back to Van de Ven, who goes to Bentancur. Now into Porro. Now wide to Brennan Johnson. Good play this from Spurs. Bentancur. Son. Good movements here. Out wide to Brennan Johnson. Polo to Bentancur. Van der Ven. Adoge. Into a few minutes of stoppage time. Madison goes down. No free kick as he lost possession. It's like Kulusevski trying to win the ball back. Kulusevski does. It's a penalty. Dejan Kulusevski. Brennan Johnson fires over. Really should be testing David Ray there from that position. But shots nevertheless for Spurs. One off target though. Kulusevski does really, really well. He picks out Brennan Johnson. Really should be testing Brennan. We should be testing David Ray there, Brennan Johnson. I think when you look at it again, he's just leaning back like when there, Brennan Johnson. And he's just going to take his chance there. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0, and he's not for the one of trying that we've not yet seen a goal. Been a good first half this, and chances at both ends, and both teams have really defended well and attacked really well, and it's been a good game of football as Spurs and Van der Ven give away a free kick to there, yes, and is Van der Ven picking up a yellow card here. Mickey Van der Ven will go into the referee's no book here in first half stoppage time. Sun's having a word with the referee now. I'm not sure what Sun is saying here. And it looks like it will be Mickey Van der Ven who goes into the book for this challenge on Leandro Trossard. And then, or was it Dejan Kulusevski who went into the book? No, it is Mickey Van der Ven. Who did go into the referee's number. First yellow card of the season for the Tottenham centre half. And also Dejan Kulusevski was booked as well. So 2 Spurs players booked there for their challenges. But he's given it for the first one. First challenge on Van der Ven. But Kulusevski also got booked for his challenge. Still 0-0 as we come towards half time. Arsenal with a free kick. Trossard to take in towards the penalty area. Gabriel wins the header. Brennan Johnson just clears it downfield. Son chasing after this, and Timber's there. Timber will look to clear downfield, and he does. Vicario claims possession. And right there, as Vicario claims possession, we are at half time, and we are 0-0 between Spurs and Arsenal in the Premier League. Fantastic first half as both teams try to go for goals here. Because having a quick word with the referee and the officials there, kind of mannering. But half time then in the Premier League game, it's Tottenham Hotspur 0, Arsenal 0. Before I go, media radio jingles in game, it says, brilliant commentary roast as always. Hopefully Arsenal make a better performance in the second half. I don't think Arsenal have performed that badly, to be fair, with your media radio jingles in gaming. But both teams have played really well and cancelling each other out and having a really good go in this game. So at half time then it's Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. Join us back shortly for the second half. Welcome back to the second half coverage of the North London derby, Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal. Here on the commentary hub, Arsenal players are back out going through their huddle. Looks like no changes for Arsenal as Jorginho, the captain, runs through a few last minute things that's been mentioned at half time. For the Arsenal players, it's coming to the Spurs players. Looks like no changes for them at the break either. As we're about to get the second half underway very soon, as see James Maddison there's Dominic Solanke as well, and in the picture. And big Ange Postecoglou there. Be interested to see what happens with him in the coming weeks if Spurs don't start picking up any more wins this season. So going through some last minute things as well in the pre-match second half huddle. We're about to get back underway for the second period. It will look likely to be James Maddison who will get us off and underway for the second half. Who will come out on top in this second half then? As Tottenham Hotspur take on Arsenal. Maddison gets the game off and underway with Kulusevski. Then the ball out wide, giving the ball away to Gabriel Martinelli at the start of the second half as Arsenal will try and attack. Ball out of play for near the throw into Arsenal, which will be taken by Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber stealing a few marches. He goes backwards, so didn't really steal that many marches there as he took that throw in. It's Tottenham nil, Arsenal nil. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary, we've not really missed anything in terms of goals as of yet because we've yet to see one. Here's Gabriel Martinelli racing down the line as Martinelli keeps the ball in play. So going Gabriel Martinelli pulls the ball back. Here is Trossard to Martinelli, who was onside. Low crossing save by Vicario, but the offside flag went up and now Udogie can break away here for Spurs. Good start to the second half. We'll give the teams in a moment. Once we get stoppage in play, we'll run you through the two sides. Here's Son for Spurs. Into Maddison. Maddison now wide to that far side of the left now, and Spurs attacking the goal away to our right hand side of the start of the second half. As Romero has possession. Let's run you through the teams. And it's Vicario, Udogie, Van de Ven, Romero, Porro, Maddison, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Son, Solanke, and Johnson. Running through the Arsenal side, then it's Raya in goal. Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and White. Trossard, Jorginho, and Partey. Martinelli, Alves, and Saka. The ball is played forward there by Van de Ven, but it's given away. White has possession. Down the line it goes, but the offside flag was up there, and it's offside against. Who's been given offside here? I'm trying to work out who's been flagged for offside here by Darren Can. And it's the Spurs player who's been flagged offside inside their own half here, but just inside the Arsenal half here is must be Son, I think he was, who was flagged offside there. Tottenham nil, Arsenal nil. If you're just joining us here on the commentary, we're spinning, guiding you through the action. Here's Gabriel to Martinelli. Now Jorginho goes down. No free kick given as Solanke nicks the ball away from him. Now Brennan Johnson as Spurs trying to get on the front foot. Johnson with the crossing. Solanke there, heads it just wide. Good play there from Spurs. Solanke nicking the ball from Jorginho. Playing it into Brennan Johnson as we see here now. And a fantastic run here from Brennan Johnson. Good cross in. And I think Partey must have just got there. Just said it's Solanke. I think he does. Because it is a Spurs corner. Kulusevski watching on here. To Maddison. Maddison delivers a cross in. Heads up at Van de Ven's then. Straight down the throat there of David Raya. Corner. White to head a shot on target for Spurs. Van de Ven just back there defending up against Saka, and Madison is pulled down there by Jorginho, and the Arsenal captain goes into the referee's notebook on 49 minutes for a foul on James Maddison. Good play from Maddison to try and get away from him, and then just pulls him down as he's just running away from him. That's a cynical yellow card. First yellow card I've seen from the Italian Jorginho, the former Chelsea man. Captain today for Arsenal in place of Martin Odegaard. As Christian Romero will take this free kick for Spurs as Van de Ven just charges forward a little bit. And the coach charges forward a little bit as well, but he goes to Pedro Porro down the line looking for Dejan Kulusevski, who's broke the offside trap. Kulusevski crossed in. Saliba and Gabriel defending well there to get Martinelli away, but there's a challenge from Pedro Porro. And the ball goes out of play for a throw, which Arsenal will take through Urian Timber. That's been told to go back. Keep going back, Timber, please, says Jared Gillett, the 7-year-old from the Gold Coast in Australia. Now resides in Liverpool. Since coming over from the Australian A-League, as Romero is fouled by Havertz. 5 minutes going in the second half, remains goalless. And Christian Romero will take this free kick for Spurs. Or will leave it to Pedro Porro to take? Porro tells him to go back, and it will be Porro to take the free kick. As you see a shot of Solanke there. He takes it to Romero. Into Bentancur. Now Dejan Kulusevski. Good one from Kulusevski to Bentancur. Now Porro. And backwards again it goes to Van de Ven. Dejan Kulusevski does well. Forward. Now Kulusevski crossed in deep towards the back post, and he's pulled behind by Ben White, and that's good play there from Spurs. Brilliant bowling from Dejan Kulusevski, and Ben White under no real pressure puts it behind for a corner to Spurs. Anderson goes across there to take it with Son. He tells Son to go away as Madison will whip this ball into the penalty area. There's Solanke, Romero, Van de Ven, Johnson, Bentancur all in there. Havertz just gets an head to it. Van de Ven tries to get there and does so. With Thomas Partey does well to defend and also do well to clear as Trossard just loses out there but wins it back. Finds Martinelli, who's been forced to play back to Gabriel's clearance off of Porro, goes out for a throw to Arsenal. Good start here. It's been a feisty North London derby. 5 yellow cards in the first half for Spurs. And then 3 in total for Arsenal. Urian Timber with a throw down the line. Martinelli flicks on for Havertz, who hits it against Romero's face. And had a play for a throw to Arsenal. Timber will look to take it. And Timber will throw the ball back to Gabriel. Looked like a foul throw there from Urian Timber. That's the second one he's done this afternoon and not being punished for it. As Arsenal just try and come forward. Here's Bukayo Saka. Good play to find Saliba. Back to Saka. Got Ben White on the overlap. And down the line, but he goes back to William Saliba. Up against Solanke. Saliba does well. Find White. Will lose out to Son. And then Son gives the ball away to Saliba. Out of play for a throw-in. 2 Spurs come off William Saliba last. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0, and I'm off pin. And this is not going to be a 0-0 draw. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0, 53 minutes gone in. Both teams playing really well, casting each other out. Spurs wanted a free kick there for a foul on Solanke, nothing given. But Spurs have got possession with Cristiano Romero, and we'd see some changes, potentially change this game. Also, have got some game changes on the bench. Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, to name a couple. Spurs have got a few game changes. What's not a bear? Timo Werner. Lucas Bergvall, another one, who could potentially change this game in Spurs' favour after the way he started his life in North London. Havertz drops it to White. Back it goes to Saliba, who's under pressure there and does well to find David Raya, who finds Gabriel, and Spurs trying to catch Arsenal cold at the back. Martinelli trying to get him behind here, and he pulls onto Romero's arm. Romero does well to keep hold of possession and clear the ball away to Kulusevski, who does well to turn away from his man and play the ball forward. Gives the ball away as Gabriel nips in. Now it's Martinelli with possession from Timber's pass. He gives the ball away. Timber wins it back for Arsenal. Good challenge there from Pedro Porro. And Arsenal are out of position here, and he goes out for a throw to Spurs here. Porro goes down injured here now. And we'll have a bit of a breather as Pedro Porro is down. He's rubbing the side of his top of his leg. Then to go Van der Ven, looking over him. Romero's gone down. I'm glad with Pedro probably was Romero, as we see some of the Arsenal substitutes warm up. Namwari there. Lewis Skelly. Raheem Sterling, another one warming up. There's Pedro Porro, looks to take this throw for Spurs. And he throws it down the line here. Flicked on, he goes and cleared away. Martinelli picks up possession for Arsenal. Now it's Saliba. Was Gabriel cleared it away initially to Martinelli. Now it's with Saliba, now White. And drops it all the way back here to David Raya. And further back it goes as Saliba will look to come forward. Good play this. And it remains 0-0 in the North London derby. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. We've got a championship game now underway as well in the second tier of English football. We'll tell you what the score is there in that game between Portsmouth and West Bromwich Albion. And West Bromwich Albion have already scored in that game. We'll bring in the goal scorer in a moment. It's Arsenal trying to come forward. And they are coming forward with Kai Havertz. And is Martinelli charging through? Can he find Martinelli? No. Brilliant recovering defensive work there from Mickey van der Ven. And the man who scored for West Bromwich Albion is Josh Madger after just 1 minute there for West Bromwich Albion. We'll keep you up to date with the championship here on the commentary of this afternoon as well. Saka comes forward for Arsenal. White. Good crossing from Ben White, but too near the goalkeeper in the end. Looked like it was going to be a good cross, but it was too near the goalkeeper in the end as Van der Ven has possession. Back to Vicario. Vicario takes a touch and back to Mickey van der Ven. Back to Vicario again. Romero now has it under pressure from Kai Havertz. Does well to find Mickey van der Ven, who comes up from the left side of centre-back role and up towards halfway. Picks out Kulusevski in the centre circle. We now back to Pedro Porro. Now down the line is Brennan Johnson here as Spurs look to attack. Brennan Johnson is down the penalty area. Low crossing. He's behind off of Gabriel. It will be a corner to kick to Spurs. And this is good player from Spurs once again. It remains 0-0 as we see the run again from Brennan Johnson into the penalty area. Low ball in and behind. Corner kick then for Spurs. Dejan Kulusevski to take it. He comes in all the way towards back post, but the referee is wanting something to sort out here, so we'll get a chance to retake it. As Son and Trossard is being spoken to here by the referee Jared Gillett. Jorginho just having a quick drink there while those two were being spoken to. Corner kick, taking a shot to Porro. Porro whips the ball in. Slanky around the back. Can he get there and keep the ball in play? Just. Oh, no, he can't. It looked like he did. The ball just went out as Trossard takes the throw in. Solanke's there up against Partey, and his Partey wins the free kick. And it'll be Ben White to take the free kick. And he back Saliba across to David Raya, who takes control ahead of Gabriel. And now Timber has possession, coming forward here into Kai Havertz. Martinelli, wonderful ball forward. Jurgen Timber's onside. He looks up, crossed in towards the centre, towards the middle of the box where Trossard was breaking into. But now here comes Spurs again. Benton cut across there into the path of Heung-min Son. Turns away from Ben White. Keeps hold of possession. Finds Dejan Kulusevski well. He's got Pedro Porro in support. Tries to take it with his right foot as he was running forward here. Brennan Johnson now goes a penalty. Cuts inside. Shoots low and hard with his left foot. Just trickles into the arm of David Raya. And he remains goalless on an hour mark here. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. And been a good game so far. Really good game. Both teams really cancelling each other out. And there's not really been many opportunities for either side in this second half as of yet. Wonder if a substitution may change that in favour of one or the other as Van der Ven picks up possession to Bentancur. Now Udogie has it. Back to Van der Ven. Mickey Van der Ven finds Christian Romero, and Romero will look to get this ball forward here into Pedro Porro. Good turn away from his man and plays a wonderful ball over the top. Brennan Johnson chasing after this. Ray comes out and clears it away. It goes out of play for a throw-in to Spurs. Spurs will take it quickly, will they? With Porro, yes. Into Kulusevski. Trying to get it beyond Timber. But goes down. No free kick on for a foul on Timber. Brennan Johnson will leave the throw to Pedro Porro. And Porro will look up here. Interesting to see what happens here. Porro will look up and try and find something here for Spurs in towards the penalty area for Solanke. Martinelli puts it behind. It will be a corner kick to Spurs here. Spurs trying to get the impetus and trying to get their noses in front. They've had 2 shots on goal. One off target in this second half. None for Arsenal as of yet. Spurs have been the more dominant star team after the interval. Madison to take the corner then. Here they come. Spurs making a run. He comes in towards Romero. He comes off him. He breaks away. Arsenal managed to clear. Only as far as Destiny Udogie. Across now to Porro. The Spurs will come forward again. Porro balling towards the penalty. Breaks for Brennan Johnson. Shot is blocked. It's outfield for handball. Nothing given. Madison crossed in. Let's not go Brendan away. Trossard clears it away. And Havertz is chasing after this. And Kai Havertz has gone there. Wonderful work from Kai Havertz. Now Martinelli. How white is Saka? This is good play from Arsenal on the counter. Saka goes inside. Saka's shot is blocked. Brilliant play by Udogie and Van der Ven and Porro. Now Saka again. Put behind this time from Udogie. It will be a corner to Arsenal. And that is what you can get from a counter-attack. Almost cutting it at the one end, breaking down the other end, winning a corner. And Pedro Porro remains down inside the penalty area. Porro now getting up to his feet after Yes, just back up to his feet now, Pedro Porro, from the after effects of that block. As Saka across there, Arsenal will look to stay this corner. We've got Trossard on the edge of the penalty area, Gabriel too on the edge, Jorginho as well. Havertz, Martinelli, Partey, White, and Saliba all near the back post. Gabriel in around the centre circle, watched by Romero. Saka with the corner. Gabriel's there, and Gabriel scores, and Arsenal take the lead. Against who are playing the style in the second half. It's Arsenal who strike first in this North London derby. Gabriel from the corner. Another 64 minutes. Arsenal's number 6 heads them home and heads them into the lead. Brilliant ball in from second Gabriel, free header. Who's supposed to be welcome is Romero, gets one on the side of him, pushes him out of the way, heads it beyond Vicario, and Arsenal in this North London derby take a 1-0 lead through the defender Gabriel, and Arsenal have finally broken the deadlock here in the North London derby. And you can see what that means for him. Fantastic header from Gabriel, and you can just see what that goal means, not just to him, but to Arsenal, as they want to try and win the title. You can see what it means to Mikel Arteta, who jumps for joy and celebrates with his backroom staff. And Gabriel, he's been a rock at the back. His first Premier League goal over the season. And Arsenal lead by a goal to nil. And there's going to be some... I think there's a yellow card gone off for somebody. Is it? Or one of the Arsenal backroom staff maybe, I'm not sure. Try and get confirmation of that in a moment. It remains Tottenham Hotspur 0, Arsenal 1 in the Premier League. Romero on possession for Spurs will now need to do something here. No subs from either side as of yet. And it remains 1-0 to Tottenham. To Arsenal, should I say, against Tottenham, and that was a wonderful header from Gabriel. They opened the scoring well, and there's a well-taken header from Gabriel. As Media Radio Jingles and Games says, superb goal from Gabriel, magnificent. Let's hope it stays like this, he says. Well, I would be enjoying it if, to be fair, as a neutral, I think Tottenham have given as good as they've got and deserve at least something out of this game, but they've not took their chance in the second half and they've been punished for it. That was Arsenal's second attempt in the second half and first on target in the second half. And in the match, there was Arsenal's fourth attempt on goal from 8 attempts in the match. Spurs have had 9, only 3 on target overall in this game. So when you look at the statistics like that, you could only say that he's going to be a good winner. Spurs are now making a substitution. Here is Rodrigo Bentancur. He's being replaced by Pape Matar Sarr. And Brennan Johnson is also coming off here for former Burnley man Wilson Odobert. Double change for Arsenal there, for Spurs there, should I say, against Arsenal. We'll try by a goal to nil thanks to Gabriel's goal. Is towards Kai Havertz, comes off Romero. Last was it, no, behind for a goal kick. So the referee says come off Havertz, but I think that come off Romero last. And Arsenal, when they've scored first in January 2022, have only lost 1 game in the Premier League when they've got that first score. So this could be an important goal for Arsenal in this game. Here's Pedro Porro. Good ball forward from Pedro Porro. That's a wonderful ball in behind us. Gabriel just clears it away. Solanke was trying to get an end of that as Solanke comes across now to quickly try and take the throw in and get Spurs moving. He leaves it for Pedro Porro's coming and charging forward. 68 minutes on the clock. Arsenal lead by a goal to nil. As Oliver is trying to get the ball off of Timber there. As Timber plays the ball away only to far as Porro out of play for a throw to Arsenal. It's his 15th goal of his Premier League career for Gabriel this afternoon. His first of this season. Been a good signing for Arsenal when they signed him in from Lille for 26 million back in 2020. Away from him, they've won 9 out of 10 games in the Premier League away from home in 2024. Arsenal, one draw in that, and yet to face defeat on their travels in the Premier League. Wonder if that could change when they go to the Etihad to face Manchester City next weekend. Here comes Wilson Oliver. Here comes Badogi. Low cross in. Saliba's there. White helps it away. Kai Havertz. White. Saka for Arsenal. Good triangle of plays there, but Arsenal Spurs have nicked the ball back. But Trossard has gone down here. And it's Romero's fouled him. And the referee's given a free kick here. And I think for me, Romero gets the ball, he goes in, challenge from behind, does win the ball, but goes in from behind, and that's a free kick. I saw this in the game yesterday between Leeds and Burnley, where Waddle went in behind, set the penalty, won the ball, but he wasn't giving us a penalty. Got a bit of the ball, but got the man first and didn't give us a penalty. With that one there, he got the ball, but he's been given us a free kick. It remains Spurs nil, Arsenal 1 as we see the header from Gabriel, who scored in 64 minutes. A media radio jingles in game, it says, as an Arsenal fan myself, I also think Tottenham could have a chance. Arsenal, if they want to put this game to bed, media radio jingles and gaming, we need to get a second goal and quick. Try another stuffing out of Spurs. Saka against the Doug, he does well. Trossard, Saka again. Trossard again. Madison bad there defending, clears the ball away. Here's Solanke, does well on halfway and back inside his own half now. Gives the ball away. It's Trossard towards the edge of the Tottenham penalty area. Wonderful interception. And Son takes up the mantra. Finds Kulusevski. And instead, Oliver away. Wilson Oliver for Tottenham in the North London derby. Can he get a striker goal? He can't. He's held up. And that's good play from Martinelli. Getting back to help out. And holding up Wilson Oliver there. Porro. Quickly to Kulusevski into the penalty area. Kulusevski inside the box now. Goes down. No penalty. Blazers goes for Son. Sees up Madison. Comes for Solanke if he can get there. And Gabriel comes across. Clears it away. And he will be a Spurs throw-in. Gabriel's not happy. He thought that should have been an Arsenal throw. Saw there. Gives away to Havertz. Udogi. Saw picks up possession. Papi Matasar goes for goal. Straight down the throat of David Weyer. Too near the Arsenal goalkeeper. And Spurs have had their chances in this game to get something out of it. But they really couldn't get something from this game. It remains Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. 73 minutes played in the North London derby. Here's Saliba to Jorginho. Back to Saliba again, as also trying to play it out from the back. Down the line it goes as here they come again. And Jorginho does really, really well. Picks out Timber. What can Jurriën Timber do here? He looks infield, is he? He's turned away well from Odebear and plays a wonderful ball down the line for Martinelli, who's onside. Is he? No, the offside flag goes up there against him. Arsenal leading in the North London derbies. Nigel Trossard is changing. He's going to change his shirts here. Trossard allowed back on. Star finds Van der Ven. Now it's with Romero as Spurs look to come up from the back. Spurs 0, Arsenal 1 in the Premier League. Destiny Udogie. Infield for Pedro Porro. Out wide is Wilson Odebear. Down the line is Son. Trying to play back to Odebear. We're trying to say wavelength there, the former Burnley man, with Young-min Son. And now here comes Romero to Porro. As well here, Pedro Porro. Back to Romero again. Porro once more. And Spurs knocking around well here. So, Arsenal sitting in, making it hard for Spurs to wear them down now they've got that goal. Madison just keeps the ball moving here for Spurs, and here comes Christian Romero to Young-min Son. And Son drops it inside to Sarr. Romero has it again from Van der Ven's pass this time. Sarr turns away from his man, picks out Son. Son cuts inside, plays it to Van der Ven, and how wide it goes now to James Madison. Madison lives a cross in. Slanky's in there, Slanky goes down. Gabriel goes down as well, and is Slanky being penalised here for a foul on Gabriel? As this ball comes in from Madison, Gabriel goes down, and no free kick has been given, I don't think. Slanky wanted a penalty, nothing given there either. And also with a goal kick plays on. And coming up later today, not here on the channel, Wolverhampton Wanderers against Newcastle. Kick-off is at 4:30, less than an hour. We'll give you the teams for that at the end of this game. Here's Havertz. And it's either play for a throw for Arsenal. Come off, Christian Romero. Havertz is there. The Arsenal fans in that corner getting behind their team. Now they do anyway. Here comes White for Arsenal. Saka. White again inside the penalty area. Then Trossard is there. Save well there by Vicario, but the offside flag is up from James Manning. And he's just offside there. As that ball was trying to play through, and well held the line there for Spurs. Spurs 0, Arsenal 1, 77 minutes on the clock. Here comes Udogie. Finds Sarr. Good play this. Here comes James Madison to Wilson Odebear. Sarr. Madison again now has possession. Udogie. Out wide to Son. Back to Madison. Madison with the cross in deep. Too much on that from James Madison. Looking for Wilson Odebear at the back post as Timo Werner, former Chelsea man, is about to come on here for Spurs. As Jorginho is down. Back to his feet by Thomas Partey. Gabriel has just had a lock jaw there. Jorginho with crampers. We see Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling coming on for Arsenal in a few minutes. David Raya to take this goal kick, and Raya sends it long downfield Flicked on there well as Saka controls. It's flicked on by Havertz. Wide there as it goes down on the challenge of Solanke. Free kick to Arsenal. And Solanke just pulled him down there, and Timo Werner about to come over here for Spurs. Who will Werner come on for here? Will Spurs make the changes now? Yes, the changes will be made here for Spurs and probably for Arsenal as well. And it's number 10, James Maddison. With 10 minutes to go, James Maddison is replaced by Timo Werner. And also we're making some substitutions as well. And it's Leandro Trossard to be replaced by Gabriel Jesus. In this game. And Gabriel Martinelli is coming off as well. To be replaced by debutant Raheem Sterling. Will Sterling put the seal on this Arsenal victory today? Or will Spurs somehow find a way back with that substitution with Werner coming on? He's now going to break towards Raheem Sterling if he can get there, but Poro is there for Spurs. Down the line he goes, and this is a wonderful run from Oliver to force Timber into playing it out for a throw-in. Poro to take the throw-in here. It remains 1-0 to Arsenal. Or as the fans on the sing, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Here comes Udogie. Wonderful play from Destiny Udogie. Here comes Pape Matar. Poro now. Pedro Poro coming forward. Wide to Wilson Oliver. Goes in field, just Oliver. Sarr, Kulusevski. Some left to offside. Poro with the crossing towards the back post. Saka clears it up into the air. Havertz is there. Havertz, they said no free kick. The foul on Havertz as the play is waved on. Here's Son. As Spurs will come forward again. Pedro Poro. Good bowling towards the penalty area. Cleared away. Will there be a penalty there for Spurs? Nothing given. Pape Matar goes for goal and wide. Spurs looking for a potential penalty. And Pape Matar just fired one just wide, and this is potential penalty shout. Here's the ball. Comes in. Does he get the ball there on Solanke? Gabriel just beforehand. I'm not sure he does, you know. Or he may have just got a slight touch, in fact. It remains Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. In this Premier League encounter. Been a good game this one this afternoon. Here on the commentary up to bring you. Real pleasure to bring you this one. Hopefully Paul James, the Arsenal correspondent, is feeling better shortly. And hopefully if he's listening to this, he'll be feeling better. But even Arsenal beating Spurs by a goal to his Wilson Oliver. Crossed in deep. Poro was in there. Romero was in there too. Here's Romero now. Slanking around the back post. Oliver. Romero. Pape Matar. Out wide to Udogie. Maddison. Werner now. Just say Werner. It's Werner came on for Maddison. Romero. Wonderful bit of play cleared away. It's for Vicario. Will ball into Sarr. Werner now has it. Timo Werner attacking Ben White. Crossed into the penalty area. Odegaard coming in round the back. Is cleared away by Gabriel. Out for a throw to Spurs. Sarr takes into Van de Ven, but the referee stopped plays. Bukayo Saka is down. So Spurs will take the throw in again. Bukayo Saka is down. Jorginho and Saliba comes across to talk to him. Jagger standing right on cue there. There's Mikel Arteta looking at potentially what he could potentially do here. If he has to come off here, I'm just looking. There's not many options there. Got some youngsters in Ishmael Carrier, Ethan Namwere, Miles Lewis Skelly, and then three defenders on the bench: Jakob Kiwior, Maldini Kure, and Aidan Evan. So not really any options he could potentially change with him, unless he goes with Ethan Namwere. As we see the Arsenal goal again, and nudged away from was Romero there by Gabriel, who headed it home well and powerfully beyond Vicario to give Arsenal the lead. As we enter the final 5 minutes of this game plus stoppage time. I'm very shortly I'll be naming my player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services. In this game, it will go to an Arsenal player, I'll tell you. Even though Spurs have played well also. As Ethan Namwere comes on in place of Bukayo Saka. In this game, Saka going to continue after that challenge. Was had to be substituted. Good defending again from Jesus this time. Spurs have won a free kick. My player of the match ready to announce very shortly for you guys. Watch this free kick. Wait till it's the 90-minute mark and then we'll give you the player of the match. Free kick for Spurs. Porro takes. Flicked away. Comes out to this near side and Son. What can Son do here with possession? He's holding up well and goes backwards here now to Udogie. Good play here as he comes across then to Sarr. Back into Son. Kulusevski outside of him. The Son goes towards the left and Sarr. Van de Ven. Udogie. Werner around the corner looking for Porro. Udogie nips in. Werner again to Sarr. Arsenal keeping possession. Spurs keeping possession well and forcing Arsenal back. As here comes Ethan Namwere up towards halfway. And Namwere going really well here. There's a wonderful ball through. Kai Havertz. He's now flagged offside and he's running away with possession. And the flag went up for offside and Havertz went getting the ball back to Spurs there initially. So Havertz could have really been booked. There is Porro. Sarr takes the free kick quickly. Porro coming forward. Looking for options. We're crossing towards the penalty. And towards goal there. Straight down the throat of David Ray from Romero's header. And Christian Romero being told to push up front. Now the Spurs defender. As they're looking to get an equalising goal here. There's the former Spurs striker. Also played for Manchester United. And England. Teddy Sheringham. was part of that famous SAS. Sheringham and Shearer for England. Or the SAS when he was at Manchester United with Sheringham and Solskjaer. Here's Raheem Sterling. It was a penalty now. Sterling goes inside. And so can he get a strike on his goal on his debut? He can't. And Sterling. And now Oliver can fetch Spurs away. It's Dejan Kulusevski. End-to-end stuff here now. Dejan Kulusevski towards the penalty area. Cleared away. And he's coming forward here now. Is Pedro Porro. What can Pedro Porro do here now for Spurs? He finds Dejan Kulusevski. And Kulusevski does well. In towards the penalty area. Gabriel clears away. Only as far as Sarr. Comes back to Pedro Porro. Porro looks to deliver, but opts against it. Finds Sarr instead. Here's Van de Ven. Udogie. Werner. Timo Werner does well away from Ben White. And he's attacking Ben White now. Falling to near David Raya. Cleared well. And it remains 1-0 to Spurs. This is the Gabriel goal. 3 shots for Spurs, 2 on target, 1 from inside the penalty area, 0 shots for Arsenal since they took the lead. Half-time score in the Championship is Portsmouth 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. That half-time was just gone there as we enter 5 minutes of stoppage time. We'll give you the play of the match in a moment. As they come now, as Arsenal on the possession with Sterling. Raheem Sterling does well. He's being forced by Wilson Oliver. It goes across to Saliba. On our right hand side, forward to Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri looks up. Keeps all the possession and does it well. And finds Ben White. Trossard out there. And here comes Son again. There's Jesus out wide there. Oliver comes forward this time. Oliver does well. Turns away from his man Jorginho. Finds Dejan Kulusevski. Lands up a shot. And just over the bar from Dejan Kulusevski. Fantastic effort. Cracking effort there from Dejan Kulusevski. He let fly from about 25 yard out. Potentially even 35. And just goes over the bar. That was a cracking effort there from Dejan Kulusevski. Spurs are not done yet in this game. Arsenal telling them to play it forward. And we'll give you our play of the match in a moment. Be interested to see. I've just seen the TV people. They've given them a match too. And it remains Spurs 0, Arsenal 1 in this game. As here comes Wilson Odobert for Spurs, attacking the penalty area against him across via claims of the near post. As well as we now can give you our player of the match. And the player of the match will go to Arsenal's number 6, Gabriel. And not just because of the goal, which looks like he's going to be winning this game for Arsenal. Well, just for his overall defensive work as well. He's defended really, really well alongside Saliba. He's marshalled that back line well. He's talked to them all the way through the game. Been putting a really good performance and a captain's performance, even though he's not got the captain's armband, as Havertz goes down with a head injury. Or a neck injury it is. Havertz now getting back to his feet. Spurs back with possession with Papamata Sarr, as they will try and come forward now in this game. So Gabriel, your player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services. And he's cleared away this time by Raya. Headed forward by Sarr. Havertz gets the ball forward. Now it's Van de Ven. To Vicario. And now Werner. Gives the ball away. It's Gabriel Jesus. Nips in and picks up possession. Wonderful play for Timo Werner. And now, here's Porro back into Werner. And Werner's charging forward. Advantage played for Spurs after Jorginho took out Porro. After Jesus took out Porro, should I say. Here's Romero. Just a strike in there from the number 28. Wilson over there. But the offside flag is up, and who's he get offside to against Dix? He didn't touch anybody. Werner's offside and he touches Werner and goes wide. Not like he touched anybody at first from Wilson on the bad shot. He takes the deflection off Werner and goes wide. And Werner's on an offside position. And if that had something in the bottom corner, Odegaard would have had a really good, would have had the right to have a go at Wilson, Timo Werner there, Odegaard, because he would have denied him a goal. As Arsenal are they're going to win this game by a goal to nil in this North London derby this afternoon in the Premier League. And Arsenal may have a chance to see how this game, or will Spurs have a chance to get back into this game? Spurs 0, Arsenal 1 is the scoreline. Spurs still have last knockings of the game. Potentially having one last chance to get this ball forward. Porro can do that. Pedro Porro charging forward. Wonderful running from Porro. Good ball in. Edge up in the way this time from Arsenal. Comes out to Pape Sarr. Son turns away from his man. Son struggling. Youngmin's Son. Son's shot is blocked. Van de Ven has it at halfway. Sarr has it now. Odegaard. Wilson Odegaard cuts in field. Van de Ven has it. Van de Ven has to go out wide to Werner. Good ball in towards the penalty. Saliba's there. Van de Ven's there. Saliba split out for a throw. But it doesn't matter. The full-time whistle has gone. And the 64th minute strike. 64th minute header from Gabriel gives Arsenal a priceless 1-0 victory in this game. A fantastic header at the start of the second half from a corner which was whipped in by Bukayo Saka is the difference in this game. And what a goal it was. A powerful header. We'd have won in any game. Spurs huffed. They puffed. And had chances to get back into the game. But one thing they couldn't do was break through the Arsenal rearguard. As Arsenal defended really, really well in this North London derby. And what a game it has been. Arsenal had chances. Spurs had chances as well. And what a performance in the game from Arsenal. Gabriel with the goal. And Gabriel is the difference between these two sides today. I'm just going to take a quick break. But when I return, I'll bring you the full classified check from some of today's matches taking place so far today. But full time in the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Arsenal 1. Welcome back to the coverage then as Arsenal win our 1-0 winners here against Spurs in the North London derby. Let me run you through the scores from the matches so far today in the Premier League. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. In the Championship, half-time score, Portsmouth 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. Some FA Cup action taking place today. Farsley against Allen and Biggleswade FC against Dunstable. We'll bring you those scores as and when we can. Maybe post them out on our Twitter feed for you. In the Premier League Cup, which is nearly 21s, they finished Chelsea 6, Brentford 3, and Fleetwood Town 0, Swansea City 6. In the Women's Championship, Blackburn 1, London City Lionesses 2, Bristol City 0, Birmingham City 0, Sunderland 0, Southampton 3. In the Scottish Premiership, Dundee United 0, Rangers 1. And in the Cymru Premier, 72 minutes gone, Connors Quay 0, Pennybont 0 in their 72 minutes played in that game there today. Thank you very much then to those. So let me just bring you what the table looks like then after the 1-0 victory for Arsenal in the Premier League. In a moment. And this is what the table looks like then. In the bottom half of the table, Bournemouth sits 11th on 5 points. Fulham are 12th on 5 points. Spurs, after their defeat today, remain 4th. West Ham are 4th as well on 14 points. Leicester 15th on 2. Palace on 2. Ipswich on 2. Wolves in bottom 3 on 1. Southampton and Everton yet to get off the mark in that one. Wolves have a chance to move out of the relegation zone later when they take on Newcastle United. Bring the top off the table, then we'll bring in Mike Conlon for his thoughts on the game today for Arsenal and his overall thoughts on the game, and see if he agrees with me for the player of the match as well. Current top 10 standings: in 10th is Manchester United on 6 points. Brentford are in 9th on 6 points. Newcastle are 8th on 7 points. Chelsea sit in 7th on 7 points. Forest are in 6th on 8 points. Brighton in 5th on 8 points. Villa in 4th on 9 points. Liverpool in 3rd on 9 points. They drop down to place Liverpool with Arsenal's win, moving them up to 2nd on 10 points. And Man City top on 12 points. So that game next week between Man City and Arsenal is a big one. It's a top of the table clash. First against second. Right then, we've got our resident Arsenal fan, one of our resident Arsenal fans with us, Mike Conlon. Mike, very good afternoon to you first of all, mate. How are you doing, mate? You good? Mike,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mike. How are you doing, mate? You good?
I'm buzzing after that, mate. Honestly, no Odegaard, no Rice, no problem.
Yes, and that's what our friend Media Radio Jingles and Gaming said. No Rice, no Odegaard. This is what he put back, said. No Rice, no Odegaard. Another impressive win for Arsenal against our North London neighbours. And Mike, just before I get your thoughts on that comment there, I gave the man of the match to Gabriel this afternoon, the centre back for Arsenal.
Gabriel Jesus, as they accidentally put up on the Sky pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it to Gabriel this afternoon. What did you make to? Do you agree with that decision, or who would you have given it to, Mike, if not?
Gabriel, 100%. He was solid today. He was a rock at the back. Then he popped up down the other end with the all-important, crucial goal as well. So, I think there were some solid performances. I think Timber played well. I think Saliba played well. But yeah, Gabriel for me as well. I think you've certainly hit the money on the. You've hit the nail on the head with that one, too. I say, yeah.
Yes,
with the money.
Yeah. What do you make to the comment from Media Radio Jingles and Gaming saying no Rice, no Odegaard? Another impressive win for Arsenal against our North London neighbours, because at times, man, you had to dig in, you had to sit deep because Spurs had some good chances of their own as well. It went all one way traffic.
Yeah, they had moments, but we dealt with it very, very well. I think that we had moments as well in the first half in particular. There was the one that was cleared off the line. I think it might have been by Havertz, if I remember correctly. And then there was the one from Martinelli as well, where if he, squares that across to Bukayo Saka, it's probably 1-0. But yeah, Tottenham had their moments as well. But I think for them, it just shows, if we can keep Son quiet, we've kept the majority of Tottenham's threats quiet there. And they're lacking players like, obviously a Harry Kane, who's moved to Bayern Munich, who's been a real feature in this derby, and he would have had a big impact on this. I think, Tottenham fans might not like me for saying this, but they've downgraded a lot on Harry Kane with Dominic Solanke. Yes, he had a good season last season with Bournemouth, but to be honest, I personally feel that, Kai Havertz had a very good game, and out of the two, what is it, about 60, 65 million signings, we're looking better with Kai Havertz than they are with Dominic Solanke right now.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely, mate. And I just want to get your thoughts. Obviously, you had no Rice today. How do you think Jorginho slotted into the midfield as well? And also, so two enforced changes.
Yeah.
Martinelli coming in for Odegaard as well, with Odegaard injured. How do you think those two players performed today, Mike?
Yeah, I think Jorginho did very, very well alongside Thomas Partey. Very experienced players, and they use that experience well today. I think Martinelli was a little bit 50-50. He had moments in the game where he looked like he had the beating of the Tottenham defender. I think it might have been Porro on that side. But he needs to just improve his finishing and his composure a bit there, because that effort in the first half, he's either got to just take an extra few touches and then smash it past Vicario, or use the on-running Bukayo Saka and square it across. So, yeah, a bit 50-50 from Martinelli. But I think Jorginho done very, very well in the midfield alongside Partey today.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. And going back to the one where you just said he should have potentially scored, I said that at the time, but then as I'm watching it back on the replay, man, as I showed, it looks as though, because Trossard knocked it out wide to Martinelli, and it looked as though Trossard came back from an offside position to get involved with the attack. So I think even if he had scored himself, or it had been squared across to Saka, it would have potentially been pulled back for offside by Trossard in the build-up, because he got a nudge, knocked it out wide into the path of Martinelli. So I think that he'd probably been disallowed there. I just want to ask you.
Possibly, I don't really know, but I think that the officiating today, in the first half, there was, 7 yellow cards, I think, 5 for Tottenham, 2 for us, with Timber and Saliba going in the book for us, and then there was 5 for Tottenham. I can't remember who. I think Bentancur was one, Vicario was one. There was others as well. I think Kulusevski might have been another one of the 5 too. But I think that the refereeing and the officiating in the second half in particular was very, very good. And obviously it was a big game and a big day for Jared Goodett there, and I think he did everything right, to be honest. I don't think he could have any complaints thrown against him his way. Potentially the one with Timber in the first half, but I think he got it right. I think it was more reckless than anything else, so I think the yellow card was probably right. But other than that, even with that, I should say as well, I think he had a very good game, the referee and the officials today.
Yeah, there's another one player I want to touch upon, Mike, and before I do that, you just mentioned that one there. Because Premier League match centre came through, which posting the officials from happening in the VAR as well, Mike. And this is some of them that they've said they've just put 2 incidents out of the entire game here, Mike. And I'll let you know what they say, then I want to get your thoughts on both of those as well. First one, it was the challenge on Timber for the challenge on Porro. The referee issued a yellow card for Timber for the challenge on Porro. VAR checked for potential red and confirmed the referee's call of no red card, given the challenge was a reckless challenge and not to see
exactly what I've just said. I think the referees and the officials called that correctly. Yeah.
And then, Mike, the other one was the yellow card for Nicky van der Ven for his challenge on Trossard in first half stoppage time, because he was one of the 5 players, Van der Ven, who got booked in that game for Spurs.
Yeah.
They checked it for potential red card. The referee and they confirmed the referee's call of no red, deeming that was a reckless challenge and not serious foul play as well. And I
I
think
think
that's
that's
where,
right as well. I think that's another one where the referees got it right and the officials have got it right. To be honest, I feel, as I say, they had a good game. Both they think those.
yeah, absolutely, Mike. And just one final one before we do end the programme this afternoon. And
Yeah.
just want to ask you your thoughts on. I know you only played 10 minutes, so it's just a cameo. But you knew signing Raheem Sterling in glimpses that you saw of him today. What did you make to his performance? And do you think he could settle in well here in North London at Arsenal?
I think he will settle in well. You can't really judge him too much on the back of that today. As you say, he didn't really have a lot of game time. He only played 10 minutes or so at the end. And, he didn't really get a chance to run at the Tottenham defence or anything like that because obviously with the score being as it was, they were coming on to us and putting the pressure on us. So it was more of a defensive, more for the defenders to do, the likes of White and Gabriel and Saliba and Timber and obviously David Raya in goal as well. So I think Sterling will be a good signing, I should say. But, you can't judge him on that when your back's against the wall and it's literally, maybe if we'd got a chance to see him on the counter a little bit, but we didn't really get to see that today. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good signing, but you can't judge him on that 10 minutes today.
Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely not. And if Saka obviously Saka went off injured as well, Mike. Now where it came on for him, only cameo for him, so you can't really judge him there as well. But say if Saka is out for a long period of
I
time,
think Saka's fine. I think it was probably more of a like he was there celebrating with him at the end and everything like that. So I think Saka would be absolutely fine before the next game in I think it's Thursday night in the Champions League. So I think he'll be all right before that. But yeah, maybe if we don't risk him, he'll be absolutely fine for Man City next week. Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Then thank you very much, there, Mike, for your contribution to the game. At the end, Mike Coleman's thoughts there, bringing you his thoughts on the match at the end in this North London derby between Tottenham Hotspur
I was
and
just saying, sorry, I
Arsenal.
was going to say it was actually quite nice to see Ethan come on for a little bit at the end there as well and get a few minutes. He. A lot of people were saying, was he ready to start the game? No, not for me. It would have been excuse me, a big risk to start him in this kind of a game, but it was nice to see him get on. I think that would do him, the world of good for his confidence as well. So, it was nice to see that. I was thinking maybe at that stage with only a couple of minutes to go, would Arteta have gone Kivior and then put an extra centre back on? So it was nice that Arteta, kind of showed faith in Ethan Nwaneri a little bit there.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely, as well. And I know you'll echo this sentiment, which I'm going to read, which I'm going to say now. And I just want to say, on behalf of everyone here with the commentary hub, to Paul James, who should have been the main man covering this game this afternoon, we hope you have a speedy recovery and hope you feel much better real soon, my friend. And hopefully you're back with us on Thursday for the Arsenal game. But if not, guys, you'll have myself in the off seat again for Arsenal's trip to Italy to take on Atalanta in the Champions League. But that's all we've got time for here on the commentary of this afternoon. Thank you very much to Mike for his input to the end, and also thank you to
Thank you,
those.
thank you for having me on for a minute there, just at the end, and I'm going to go and enjoy this lovely scoreline, one that we were familiar with for a number of years. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It's nice to roll that one back a bit.
Yes, absolutely, Mike, and thank you very much there as well to Media, Radio, Jingles, and Gaming for his input throughout this game this afternoon. Thank you very much to you as well if you've been listening throughout the coverage this afternoon, and I'll leave you with the scoreline from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Arsenal 1.